Okay, welcome to the stream. This is going to be my little repairathon. So, I guess what we first got on the docket for tonight, we're going to work on this little guy. So I ordered, because I was having issues with the fan on my Alienware laptop that I usually actually stream off of. It's my streaming rig. But unfortunately, my streaming rig is broken currently. And so what we ordered here for it was this guy right there. There's the cooling system for my Alienware that has a 3070 mobile graphics chip in it. Great computer. It's the Ryzen edition R5 Black. So that's the entire vapor chamber with both fans. The fan on the left is actually the one that burned out. And so I'll show you guys what that looks like live, and then we're going to repair it. So here we go. So let's flip over to the old hover cam here. And I know it's just a table right now. There's my hand. But in a moment, it'll be more than just a table. It'll actually have stuff on it. So, unknown name. Yeah, I use Discord still. I'm just not on it right now because, I don't know. I just got a lot of stuff to repair, and a lot of people chime in and want to play games and stuff. And this ain't one of those. So yeah, unknown ace. I still do use Discord, just not right now. Not tonight, I guess. Would be what I'm saying. So I'm getting this laptop out now so we can take a look at it. This is the computer we're going to repair tonight. First. Funny enough, I'd like to know where my oh, I taped the screws to the bottom plate. Good deal. Okay. That was smart on my part. I was like, what happened? So this is our first culprit for the night. An Alienware laptop. Actually, I have another camera that'll give a better angle here in a moment. So here's another angle. There you go. Tested a few days ago. Super happy. I'm not sure. Probably maybe trigger happy. I'm not sure. Anyway, so this is the laptop. Already got the plate loose on it for right now. Because anyway, so this is it right here. This is my streaming rig I usually stream off of. It's an Alienware Ryzen R5 Black with a 3070 GPU. So this is normally what I'm running. See? But yeah, unfortunately, the issue we're having with it this time, which I guess we could plug it in. So I have a couple cables here. I have this adapter that converts from HDMI. So we'll just run an HDMI on it. I'm going to go ahead and power this thing up. I know it looks dirty because that camera's zoomed all up in. But this camera will make sense here more in a minute. So for the moment, I'll go ahead and find where the HDMI is, right there on the back. I'm going to plug in our video so you guys can see what it does here when it first powers up. Got our video plugged in. We're going to flop over to the other frame. Audio input to capture. This thing, and it's going to be the one there. All right. Not it either. Here we go. All right, there you go. There's like a little shot of the laptop. It's plugged in here. and then it's hooked up to another capture card you're going to see here in a moment. So this is what it does when you first turn it on. I wanted you guys to get an actual... Oh, I think I unplugged the battery in the meantime too. And actually I did that for a reason. I did that because I didn't want... I actually spilled water on this computer. That was the actual issue. I spilled water on this thing, and because of that, it did not love me anymore. Get this. That should focus in a moment. Or I might have to manually do the focus. There we go. All right, so there's the computer. Yeah, you little bastard. Come on, stay in focus. Leave that like that. Okay, so this part of the computer got wet. So what I had to do, I had to hurry up and take it apart and unplug it, obviously. In the process of doing it, this fan, see how it's not spinning freely? It just stalls. Now see this one? See how it's still spinning perfectly? This one just got overworked over time. This is the one that cools the GPU, and it took a shit over time. So what I did is I unplugged my battery just to let it dry out more, to make sure it was completely dried out before we went back to trying to use it. So I reconnected the battery. Now we'll go back to the other view. And here we are. I'll hook this up. So, and let's fire up the computer. Now this is what it does. For anyone who hasn't seen this type of scenario before. In a moment here, we're going to get a display. Well, we should get a display. I hope. I know it's been off for a while, but as far as I know, it wasn't damaged. Oh, no. There it goes. So it's not going to show it on the display. Here, I'll just have to flip it around so you guys can see this. This is what it's doing. And I'll try to bring this up for you guys to see more of what's going on here. See it right there? See what it says? It says the CPU fan has failed. And now it's flipping out, beeping at me. So that's what it does. I know, I'm shutting you off. Shut up. Yeah. So it knows. It knows. It does not like what's going on at all. Yeah. Fun. I'll put that up in the corner of this image for now. We'll go back to that. Yeah, cool, right? So this is our first project. Yeah, so that's what it's doing. It's just basically flipping out, beeping, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff because it sees there is an issue with a fan. Yeah, it does not like it whatsoever. It's kind of crazy I couldn't have got that test on what do you call it? Export to HDMI. I thought for some reason it did, but I guess it doesn't. It just boots up on regular display and then flips over. So whatever there, no big deal. It's not the end of the world. Getting my tools ready, and then we're gonna go ahead and dig into this puppy and see what we can do to get it restored. Actually, funny enough, I've never changed a processor or a GPU cooler fan on this unit. I mean, I have the parts, but I've not done it, so this will be kind of new to me. Well, we're gonna give it a go because, well, I need my computer back, and that's like a $2,000 machine to just not have working. Kind of sucks. So that's kind of what I paid. I paid like $1,600 for it or something like that. It was $2,500 like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when the 3070s, 3080s, 3090s were like the hot chip. Before the 40 series, and now we're already on to the 50 series. Like NVIDIA's dropping GPUs like it's a car company. Like this year's model, and the models are only good for like a year and a half, 2 years, and maybe tops. Then they're on to the next one. Because they're like, somebody will buy it. And they're right. We will buy it. Because who doesn't like the fastest, latest, and greatest? If you can afford it. They're not cheap. So, yeah. So I guess let's take a look at what we're going to get ourselves into here. What we'll do here is we'll minimize this for now. We'll pull up the repair guide for this. Actually, it's been a while since I fooled with this, so we'll see. Service manual. Because we're getting the Dell service manual. And yeah, we're going to be moving and installing components. And we're going to remove and install. Hardware, touchpad. Oh, I guess it's going to be major components. Yeah, there it is. The number 6, the cooling system. Left fan, heat sink. Well, in that layout, see, there's both RAM slots. There's the motherboard right there. It's seated down. It would be this. Yeah, it would be the left fan that we're changing because of the way the board's situated. Right? No, actually, I'm wrong. It's situated the way you see it, where the cover comes off, hard drives, all that stuff. It'll be this. It'll be 21. It'll be the right fan that we're removing. Yeah, this is the one that's bad. The right fan. So can we just like click on it? What do you want? Oh, I guess we gotta kind of just pretend like we're gonna do the main board, I guess. I guess we're probably gonna say we're doing the main board and then just go from there because not gonna let me in moving laptop components. I'm gonna say system board. Just yeah, I'll say we're gonna move the system board. So it's gonna tell you what to unplug here. So we're gonna unplug all the connectors, and then the all the torque screws. Now, oh, actually, funny enough, we might be able to just do that right there. If those 3 screws hold the fan in place, we'd be good to go. So we can actually look and see if that's the case or not. So let's go back here and take a peek. We're gonna take a peek at the replacement part. See what that looks like first, and then we'll move on to the actual one. So let me get that replacement part out here. Which, funny enough, that was laying on my bed, but it's not. So what did I do with it? A lot of times things get moved around in my little area here. Oh, I got it right here. So here it is. Okay. All right. So here's the replacement that came in the mail for me. scooch this one over here right now. Put the laptop over. Get over here. All right. Here's the original. Oh, funny enough, the camera just kind of stopped. That's not good. Wonder what caused that to happen. Huh. That's weird. Well, that's not good. Let's go back on here. With that camera. Thought that would have been a good port to put it on, but I guess not. Don't like that. So. I still lost it. Oh, I get it now. Oh, let's not blow that right now. We don't really need that. Okay. We changed over where the camera plugs in at. Should resolve that issue where you couldn't see the camera anymore. There we go. Back up. And then we'll go ahead and do the focus. All right. So now. Okay. Back to what we were doing before I got sidestepped into all things. So, we're doing here. And this up. This is the replacement. Oh. I don't know if it was over that. Probably something came out, but I guess not. So this is the cooling. It keeps doing the same thing. Like after a few seconds, it quits. Why is it? Just did the same thing to me. I don't know if it's like the signaling in the cable's too long. Okay, let's try this instead. Since it doesn't like what's going on here. Let's try doing something different here. We just moved different camera to a different port. I don't like that down there either, huh? Oh, what's going on here? Yes, I don't even really know. Something doesn't like something. Something else like something here. What I'm really curious about is does my mouse and keyboard still work over there? I don't have a clue. I know this one does. Voice mod just detected something there. What about this thing? Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't like having a bunch of extra stuff plugged in over there. Weird. Okay, well, see if the like I can't get that cam working up there. Oh, that sucks. Okay. They both want to be connected up here. That's all there is to it. Huh. Well, that's not good. I guess, I don't know. I just like lost, I guess, a bunch of cameras or something. There we go. Okay, that one's back. There we go. I don't know. That was weird. Well, what am I going to do with this other one then? That's the other problem. I need to have both of you guys working here. They're both all feeding off this one board up here. I do not really like that. We'll have to give it a go. See if we get the hover cam back. Doesn't seem to like having all these connections all in one spot. Yeah, well, crud. What to do, I guess. I guess we could, always just figure out some other, I have to figure out some other port to plug that into. It does not like it being here, so this is not going to be where it goes, I guess. Although there is, okay, well, Shit. Well, every time I try to plan something out, you guys, things only go so far and then they break. This would be one example of them breaking. How is nothing plugged in there? Oh, documents. Yeah, that would be work wonders if I could get that going. But that's not working now. Okay, well, we do have our own, I guess, individual deal here that we gotta plug into. There you go. Got its own freaking port now. Huh. Man, man, oh man. This is fun. Not really, but all right, we got everything working again. Don't know why it quit, but we're good. So we're gonna get back to it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, stupid dramatic stuff always happens when you're trying to do repairs. All I was trying to do was take a peek at this. This is the angle it's installed at. So as you can see, there's mine next to. I gotta lock in this freaking stupid thing. Always trying to do a focus lock. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I don't know why it's so freaking. All right, got it in focus. So yeah, this is the board, and then this is the one that's in the laptop. So this is the fan that's bad. See how it's not spinning? It's just locked up, locked up, locked up. So that's what we're going to try to replace, this one here. And this is going to be our replacement part here. As you can see, it looks like, for one, the fan spins. That's good news. There's the plug-in. And what I'm actually curious is it looks like it plugs in right there. So probably won't be too difficult. Matter of fact, it looks like this is the fan we're looking for because that's the way it goes. So why is it doing this again? I swear to God. I swear to God. Things just can never go as planned. The cameras keep just locking up. Stupid smart camera just keeps doing some dumb stuff with its cable. Oh my gosh. How to fix this? How to fix this? Maybe let's move. Take this one off here. that we haven't really used yet. We're going to swap camera plugs here. Put this down underneath here. I'm going to plug the other one in above ground. See if that solves our problem, because that's what I think needs to happen in order for us to work out what we need to. There you go. All right. And then just the long one that needs to be self-powered, basically. What it seems like. It needs to have power. Well, you went up here. You went down there. Relaunch the software. That should resolve the issue. Come on. Except for you are plugged in. You are. Well, you know what I need to do at this point. Let's plug you in here. I'll make it there. You might like it here. And whatever this is, probably Bluetooth. There you go. Okay. Camera's back. Thing that's killing me is nine. That's probably what I hooked. That's probably the Bluetooth dongle that I unhooked. Yep. That's all right. We don't need that right now. That was okay. Well, we got it working. So that's all that matters right now. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Sorry about that, guys. Screw ups are real. Okay. This is the fan we want. That's how it gets pushed back in there. We just actually want just the fan off this. But in order to get it off, what has to happen here? Looks like. How is this thing installed on here? Like that got peeled back. How do you screw this in? You don't? Maybe you just don't remove just the fan. Oh wow. It looks like it's attached to the whole assembly actually. Yeah, wow. Thought there should have been some way to just take the fan off, but oh nope, there we go. Yeah, there is. Thank God. I was gonna say, what the hell? But the way you get to it is on the bottom side. Not cool. Oh, no. No, that's what you have to do to get to it. That's really how they did it. Yep. Wow. Oh wow. So there's two screws that you can't reach until you take out the entire motherboard to get the fan off. And the thing's mounted this way like so. So in order to get to those screws, to replace this guy, you have to get down up underneath here, unscrew it. Well, that's fun. Not really. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that. This just turned into a way bigger project than it needed to be. So to change this out, we have to go through a lot. All right, let's get to it then. I think it's the length of this cable it doesn't like. Yeah, this cable is extremely long, and for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to like how long it is. So we're gonna go back to the stock cable I was using prior to this, since the signaling must degrade too much when you use a long wire. So I'll put some ties back on this. Something happens to the signaling, because I can tell you this, I've never had problems with this camera before, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, my 4K camera doesn't want to respond properly. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put it back how I had it in the past. Real quick here. So, this here. Follow where this goes. Okay, so now so put that in there. This end has to go right here. There. Okay, done. All right, so here's the cable I was using. This is the one we're going to continue to use for the rest of the trip. I don't know why I decided to switch. It's stupid. Something that was running into problems. Something that worked perfectly before. I don't know why I do stupid shit sometimes. But anyway, here. Back to how it was. There. That's that. Reboot the camera software one more time and it'll be fine. There it is. All right. There we go. We lock the focus, or I guess. Oh, it seems to be working. Okay. So I guess first step on this whole journey is going to be pull back up the guide and let's take a look at that. That's what we're changing. This is what we have to do. So following image indicates connectors on your system board. Okay. Display cable, alien head, LED, speaker cable, audio, an Ethernet daughterboard flex cable, touchpad cable, keyboard controller cable, RGB-IR camera cable, power button board cable. Okay. Note, this applies to devices that are shipped with hybrid, right? Okay. That's the step one. Step two. Step three. Step one's remove. Okay, well, go ahead and disconnect the battery. All right. All right, so we lock that focus because it looks like it's going to keep doing that. All right. Ah, the zoom's working now. Great. That's cool. I didn't think the zoom actually worked. Still work? Oh wow, it does. Beautiful. I didn't know that actually worked. Okay, cool. So cool. All right, so let's lock the focus in. Okay. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take this shield off here, which sucks because I really liked my laptop the way it was. Okay, so we gotta unplug you, this header, because you come over the top of everything. Looks like it should just be a one that should just pull out. There we go. Yep. And you next to it come out as well. All right. Our first flexes are out. That's for the fan, the bad fan connector. All right, and now let's just peel back here. Let's go ahead and unhook the battery, since that's going to be a point of contention here in a minute. Battery's out. All right, next. You didn't expect this to turn into such a freaking project, but it did. So, I guess on the front side, since they're working on it this way, well, they want me to unplug the battery, which is keyboard memory. Keyboard memory. What the talking about? My keyboard is soldered in there. Well, I guess the hard drive is going to have to come out too, because motherboard's got to come out, so everything's got to come off. Every little freaking thing's got to come off this computer in order to repair it. So, keep raised up higher so we can get a better view of what's going on here. This really sucks. I didn't think it was going to be all this, to be honest with you. I thought, much like many of you probably, that I was going to be able to pull the fan off from this side of the board and be good to go, but that's not the case. There's my 980 Pro that I bought for this. Beautiful hard drive, by the way. It works amazingly well. RAM doesn't have to come off because the DIMMs are just there, so whatever. Technically, this card doesn't have to come off either on this side, but what we will have to do, we'll have to unscrew it and leave it behind because, yeah, I'm not fooling with the stupid antennas if I don't have to. So we're going to pull you out and just leave you behind here. Okay, that sounds like a plan to me. Alright, so then we've got a bunch of flexes to undo here. We've got a tab back here, it looks like, or some kind of a flip clip here. I guess maybe we should go ahead and zoom in here. What we're doing. We're working on this guy over here. Pull this bag, taking this connector out. Supposed to PCB, so we've unplugged it. Hopefully we can just kind of leave it like this then. Flip that clip down so it doesn't break. Leave it out. Okay, great. Moving on to the next one. What should we do? Autofocus? There you go. Alright, so we've got the card out here. Card's been taken out. I'll have to leave the lock on. If we don't, then it's going to flip out and do stupid stuff. So, get this out, get this out, take out here. This one's going to come out. I have to get my tweezers out here now. Spudger's handy if needed. I don't want to screw this cable. Damn it. Could remove the battery, I suppose. That would probably give us a little more room to work with here. Might as well, we're not using the battery at this point, right? Battery's been disconnected already. So yeah, let's just take it out real quick. That way we know it can give us a little more room around the motherboard. Because there's a lot to be done around there. So this should just pick up and pull out. Yeah, there was one more screw right here, locking it in place. And one more back here, locking it in place too. It says, oh no, that's it. So there you go. Battery out without damage, luckily. Put over to the side, and that'll give us a little more room to work on our flexes. We got our screws. Got a big table to work with here. Plenty of room for our screws. Okay, so far so good, I guess. No questions. All right, back to it, I guess. There's no question. Okay. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, the next thing is we're going to need to remove our this mic down a little bit. Kind of high up there. There we go. The next thing we're going to need to remove is remove this entire board to get to the fans on the side. Because like I said, on the other one, I can show you. The fans are on the opposite side of this part. So yeah, fun. So let's go ahead and get back to it. So we've got everything disconnected here. It keeps pointing to me like this is the cloth. So disconnect something back here, but I only see just the monitor cable back here. And there's a big flex plate. I don't think you're fooling with any of that. That's too far up on the board. It's got to be down here. I wonder where our keyboard part went, huh? Oh, right there. Oh, that's weird. Ours actually goes into a controller. This is where it's different. See, there's a light up keyboard in here. So there's the keyboard membrane, backlight, keyboard, and the controller cables here. So it's a good thing we took that loose because I didn't want to break this. This is going to be important for us in a moment here. This is our keyboard wire. I'm actually going to disconnect it from here and kind of pull up the flex because it's just taped in. Oh, come on, be easy with it. Don't pull too hard. Oh, you know what? This is not a good idea to pull on it at all. Because my luck, I want it ripping those little fine wires in there. I'm good. I'm good on that. That's not a good idea at all. Leave that alone. We take the board out. We'll just be able to fold that out, I suppose. Same with this one. We're going to leave those clips up and we'll just deal with them at the end. Okay, so we got to get the speakers unhooked here. There's the speaker unplugged here. This is the daughter board that comes across for the network card, as well as the audio jack. Disconnect this here. Easy enough. There's the other fan header, the one that works. Yeah, it needs unplugged still. Okay. And then back here we have our monitor cable, which this is going to be a weird one. I've actually had to remove one of these before, so I'm not quite sure how we unplug the 144 hertz display. See, there's a little bit of room in there. All right, I cleared it. All right, there we go. Sorry that shield was in the way, but that says DC in cable. That must be for the power, I guess. It's a big ass power cable, dude. Yeah. Well, where the hell's the monitor cable then, I guess? It's gotta be back there further. The thing I don't understand is how are you supposed to get back in here? From what I see, going to the back of this. How are you getting back up in there to move the board and all that? Get the battery out the way, yeah. Move base, move battery. Move rear I/O. What's the rear I/O? Oh, shit. Indicate the location of the rear I/O cover. Visual. I did not start here. This is my fault. Okay, so missed something here. Well, sorry about that, guys. Zoom all the way out here. So what I missed actually, I'm gonna back up this. Is this back cover comes off. In order to get to that, which I kind of skipped over, is these two screws come off here, and this screw comes off here. And then there's two actual rear screws on this unit. I didn't actually think this back thing came off at all, but what you do is you lift this up right there. There's two screws right there and there. As you can see, these get unscrewed, and this lets you take that rear I/O plate off. Once it's off, then you're able to get in there and remove the motherboard. Oh, really? Oh, shit. I need a bigger bit. This thing's just really kind of too small for that job. Who would have thunk it, you know? So try wings. Nope. Here's a more meaty boy. That last screw up. Okay. Oh, too meaty. Well, I went for the maximum carnage because I thought that's what it would want, but no. I want something just right. There we go. All right. All right, and then look, you just slide. Did it again. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna kind of stumble through this until I get it done, simply because, well, I don't know why it's acting up so much, but it is. Anyway, back to it. I don't know. You just push up on this, and this slides off like so, which is why you need to have this unhooked, I guess. So you didn't break the rear I/O, which I guess that's just the light that's in the back. There's a light in here that lights up. That's what that cable's for. So now that we've removed the rear piece of the computer, we can actually see the EPS connector here that they wanted me to remove everything from. Okay. Back to the directions. It doesn't like to focus. know what the hell's going on with that, but anyway, all right, once you've gotten that rear IO cover removed, now we can remove these two. The backlight driver and the connector. Can I give you a zoom in on that connector? All right, close enough. But there should be, I think, a little right at the rear of the edge of the board. Yeah, I thought it would have had a lock on it like that. There's actually a cover that flips. There's a little, I'll show you this if I can. If I can just zoom in well enough. So right here, there's like a little lever. Sorry, it's a little blurry. You pull that lever up and then you pull it back towards the back of the motherboard. But before we get to doing that, this thing's got a sticker over it that's kind of holding it in place. And now I got it released finally. There we go. All right, so we unplugged the monitor there. Let's zoom this back out so people get a better view. And let's do autofocus. Okay, so now we've gotten that out, and then we want to go ahead and unhook this secondary cable here. It has a really small connector. That's probably for the backlight. So we pulled these two up and off the motherboard, and now they're out of the way. You can see they're back out of the way of the motherboard. Looks like that's this up here. That's this power connector that we already unplugged earlier. So that gets us that. We've already done that. And then we've done the front connectors. Okay, everything's unhooked over here. Let's zoom all the way out. Okay. Here we can see a better shot of the board. We'll pull this up and pull it back down. A little more depth to the image there. Hey, and so we got that. And if it screws up again, guys, I'm sorry. I'll try to unhook it, plug it back in quickly when I notice it. That really shouldn't be happening, but unfortunately, sometimes, you just don't have control over everything. There's some kind of weird thing going on with this software and this USB port. I'm not going to be digging into it too much because we're only going to use it this one last time. Then I'm going back to my regular streaming computer. So this is literally just temporary. So we got all our connectors removed, our hard drive disconnected. Now we're on to removing the screws from the motherboard. Let's see here. So it shows. Pulling that back out, unhooking that, moving it back, unhooking that, which I did. Okay, there's two screws back here, I guess. I don't know why I gotta remove these two, but it says to. Take the shield off, maybe. It does something weird with the Type C right here. Like the cover, okay. I moved the Type C cover, but it's still on the board. I'm not quite sure why I needed to remove that, but it said to do so, so I did. Okay, did all that, okay. Took all the front flexes out, sure. Now we gotta do these screws. So now the screws that we need to remove are gonna be these ones here. Fortunately, sucks I can't get to this from the right side. I need to remove this one here. This one here. Okay. I don't know how much more of this I'm going to get to tonight, guys. I might just do this one and call it because it seems like a lot of work. I wasn't planning on spending this much time on one little project. But it turned into a way bigger project than it needed to be. If they would have just put the screws in the right way, this could have been a real simple task, but they didn't, so what am I to do? I'm leaving this on. I actually like this cover material. I'm not removing it off my computer. This bigger bit doesn't like that. It says that's too small. Move to the bigger bit here. Okay. Back here. Okay. And you got, we did these three over here. Two in the front. One here. One here. And we got one right. So we're going to have to do new thermal paste as well. When we get in here, we're going to re-thermal paste everything because we're going to take it apart anyway. So you might as well do it right. Now lift this assembly off the keyboard assembly. Give sufficient time for the heat sink to cool down before avoiding injury. It says lift the system board assembly off the palm rest and keyboard assembly. Okay, yep, all right. So it says this should be disconnected now, but I don't think so because I still see a screw here. Looks to be holding this down. Right here, I see one. This one has to come out too, guys. There's no fucking way that doesn't come out. Oh. Do you plug into this? Well, either way, you had to come out. There's no way that didn't come out right there. It's lifting a little bit. It's not really coming out like I would expect. All right, give me this stupid shield off here for now. We'll put it back on. We're done with it. Nope. You go right back on where you came off. You seem to be getting in the way somehow. Move this off here. Oh man, it feels like something's still holding in place. Hold on. I don't see any screws in there. They show 9 of them. 9 of them being those. Huh? One there. doesn't show anything else holding it down. It's just like a little bit of force is going to be needed. And it might be these flexes are still kind of in there, holding it down somehow. There's something underneath this ram that I'm not seeing here. Another screw or something? No. Huh. Well, something's holding this thing down here. Oh, there it goes. Just took a little wiggle. Took a little wiggle, that's all it was. I think we're good. I don't see nothing broken. There's the main board. And actually, funny enough, we don't have to take anything off. We can actually just we could just re-thermal paste this just because we're in here, but it's not really required at this point. Oh boy, I'll tell you what a weird deal that was. Alright, well, that's the computer out the way for now. We're gonna re-thermal paste this since we're in here. I mean, it really wouldn't make sense not to do it now at this point. Alright, let's do that. What we're gonna do, once you got the cooler off, that's how to move the board. I also want to think of something. Here we go. Think of something. Okay, once you get this off and everything's implode, you gotta do the fans and all that stuff. Even though it's funny, the fans came over the board. Once you're all done, you gotta take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove the 6 screws. That's getting the system board. Lift the heatsink assembly off the system board. That's it. Okay, well, we're gonna re-thermal paste them since we're in here. There's 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just do it since we're here, man. Fuck it. Be stupid not to. You went all this deep. Oh, and then you went all this deep to change a fan, and then you just didn't do the other important part. Like, don't do that. Don't be that guy that lazies out at the last minute on your own personal computer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your 6 screws are off. Now, cooling should separate from. Let's actually look at this one for reference here. This is how it was on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the exact cooler. All right, well, should just lift off the board now. Oh, hold on. It ain't off yet. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what about the base screw hanging onto this fan over here? Oh, hanging onto a whole daughter board over here, actually. This whole thing needs to come off. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I'm glad I caught that at the end. Yeah, so there was actually another board right here that I completely ignored. I didn't mean to, but if you don't remove this first, then it's going to be socketed and you try to pull that thing apart. Shit. Could have broke that. Real, for real. Could have broke. This has my USB ports on it. There's the USB card. USB ports. So that's unplugged now. Now we should have a little more freedom to pull. I'm glad I caught that before I pulled up. There it goes. There it is. There's the factory thermal paste that we're going to clean off. Oh, look at that. We're just going to clean it off and reseat it because, we're here. So might as well over here. I got some isopropyl handy. I got some good thermal paste handy. Where's that big tube of Corsair thermal paste, huh? I want to try this other stuff I got. What is this? Little tube of I don't know, some Chinese no-name thermal paste. No, I'm good. I actually have a spreader in my pocket still, huh? Nope. So took that out, huh? Weird. Oh. We'll spread it with this here. There you go. All right, let's get some tissues real quick. We're gonna get some tissues handy. And we'll change out the thermal paste on this, reseat it, get it back to its working state with the fan not beeping at me for a blown fan. The fan was shot. And unfortunately, it can't be repaired. So, I wish I could have just greased a bearing or something and called it a day, but they do make silicone grease, I guess, that you can use to rejuvenate fans, but I'm not going to do it. Not with my stuff. Okay. So, got some tissue paper handy. Okay. Tissue paper with us. Rubbing alcohol. 99 proof isopropyl. Put some of that on here, get this thing cleaned up real good. Just coming out of the big jug. Look how small the board really is at the end of the day. Let me do this first. This piece first. Actually, funny enough, this one actually had all the have it on it. But I'm pretty sure there was like something right there on that one. Kind of just going along getting all this extra crud off the sides here. Some dried up stuff, man. You would have thought this would have been a little bit. I don't expect it to be wet, but I expect it to be like that. Sure, the CPU temps will go down, GPU temps will go down. Oh, yep. That's when I did that. I just did that again. Sorry about that. Let me grab them. Need to be a little more careful is what I need to do. There we go. There's a nice clean surface there. We'll change the fan in a moment. Change the fan in one moment. See, there was a strip that was across there that kind of fell up a little bit. All right, let's get this crud out of the way here. Go. Get the rest of this off. Yeah, it's the NVIDIA die that needs the actual real cooling there. If you can see it, just zoom in on that. Probably read what it says. NVIDIA. And that's the big die. That's the graphics card. That's the RTX 7030 that I had when I bought this one. This is the Intel processor that kind of hoped would have. The processor actually does a great job of everything. It just, boy, is it a teeny package too. Just trying to get all this extra off here real quick. Blowing it away the best I can here. I don't want it stuck between them. Stuck between nothing else. There we go. All right. I know I'm being a little bit of a perfectionist with this because it's mine, I guess. But there we go. There's both dies. Now they just need a little cleaning real quick. Shouldn't take much. Them suckers nice and shiny. And I'll put some thermal paste down. Something nice about seeing something come so clean. There. There you go. Shining. Alright. Now, new thermal paste. Now, this is going to be kind of a weird one. I've actually never had to put down new thermal paste on this, so. And this is kind of a larger. This one's definitely a larger surface area, so I guess I'm going to go for a little more than a little less. But first thing I'm going to do is change that fan. So here's the fan that we're replacing on the other one. I'm going to take the bad fan off. So, and that's going to be this one on the side. This thing's seated. Actually, funny enough, his fan just about as froze up as mine. Oh no, this is the new one. Ugh. There we go. See it spin, nice and clean. I was like, wow, his is as froze as mine. What the hell? I wasn't actually paying attention that that wasn't the fan. So let me move the motherboard up out the way. Tilt the camera up a little bit. Get the fan in picture. There we go. This is the fan we're replacing. Alright, let's get this couple screws out here. There's just two holding it in place here. Gotta get the smaller tool on. I had to do all this to get to this fan. This is all I was originally trying to do. Just change this out. Screw one. And if they would have put the screws on the opposite side, you didn't even have to do all this. But you really have to literally take the whole computer apart to change a fan. Look, the fan will just fall out now. Well, it did on mine, but that's probably because I didn't have this screw here, maybe. 3 screws holding in there, I guess, something like that. Oh, and this little fucking tape thing here. Oh, man. That's cute. Oh, wow. I had some serious cobwebs built up in this thing, though, didn't I? Look at that nastiness built up in there. And then look on this side, right by this. I didn't even think it was possible to get dirt back up in there, but it was. Between the heat pipes, you're able to get dirt even up there. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, back to what I was doing here. I was trying to get you loose, but it seems like something's holding you in place. I'm gonna guess it's probably this little guy right here. I was able to peel off mine. I was able to peel off yours now. What screw could possibly be holding you in place still? Looks like I had. Okay, that one's even in it still. Huh, I don't even know why this one's in this one still. Whatever was here, I got taken out of this one. Don't quite know why that's in there, but we just took it out anyway. Because of mine, it was not in there, so I don't want it in this one to be an issue. Now, what the fan we're replacing with, right? Oh, I thought actually it might be this one. No, this was the one that froze up. Okay. The screw there. This is a little different here, whatever, no big deal there. I don't know what the hell is holding this thing in still. Oh, it's not. It's just me just being dumb and not pulling it from the right place. There. Something's still got it though over here. There must be another screw, yeah, right there. There we go. Look at the dust ball that come out of that thing. Look at it's all in there, just tied up. The fan is froze. Probably should have cleaned this a little sooner because I mean, look at that shit's so built up. It's like hard. I mean, we get a lot of dust out here in the desert, so I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of like one of those. You kind of have that problem here. But we got a replacement to put in, so that's good news. We're going to put that one screw back in here first. The one that really held it down. This one right here. Yep. We'll get the other ones in place here. These are the other screws that got to go in. They go in the wrong way, in my opinion, but whatever. If we went from the other side, we'd be able to keep this unit from having to be worked on all the time, but they don't really want that to be the case, so screws go in this way just because of that. There should be one more, I thought. Um, see, 1, 2. Where did I get that third one from then? There's one more that I'm seeing here. Not see there. Oh, right there. I see it. It's this one right here. This one right here. All right. Is that going to stay on there? Looks like it's in there. Look at that. Nice spin to it. Cool. All right. Are we happy with the way this thing's seated? Yeah, feels like it's not going to go nowhere. Or should we have used the screws that it had? The screws that it had were a little bit different, huh? Would we have been better off using those instead of mine? Is that what we're thinking here? These are the two I saw right here. But see, mine threaded down. Just de-threaded it. We'll put theirs. Does theirs go tight on it? Ah, theirs does the same thing mine does. It just threads down. Huh. I wonder if it's really this one in the wrong spot. They all could be in the wrong spot, actually. Actually, this is the only one I do know goes right here for sure. Oh, I don't know. These are just weird screws. They don't want to thread in like the other ones did. They just dropped in. And that screw hole spot didn't even thread in. I wonder, are they missing the thread holes or something on this other one? Huh. Yeah, I see it. Fits tight. Whereas this one don't really do that. Yeah, these things just don't really fit the same way. They're like not Loctite or something. But I'm gonna just have to work with what I got here, I guess. 'Cause this is what's in here, so yep. I don't know. It feels like these ones don't get tight the same way as the other ones, but once you get it smashed up in there anyway, it ain't gonna go nowhere. So that's all right. We'll leave it alone. We'll just let that be the way it's gotta be. All right. So bad fan changed out. We're gonna put the junk one back on the other cooler just to keep it as a spare, I guess. For what I don't know, I don't need it for nothing, but I also got screws that you know, could use a spot to go back home on. Yeah, so I'm gonna put these ones back up on this thing. Yeah, this is where they go, so this is where we're gonna put them. This one had like a weird. Oh, yeah, that's weird because it seemed like them things were missing the inside shims. Yeah, that's exactly what they're missing. They're missing the little shims that go in here. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna go through and do it all to it. The little teeny insert that's on here that's missing on the other fan. But this fan stalled, so a little good it does me. The other one works. So we're gonna go and swap that back out. All right. That somehow was over in that one somewhere. Anyway, so fans back in, fully functional. All right, I'm gonna do a thermal paste here. I was just curious how this thing went back on and smushed everything. It goes this way, but okay. There was something up here. Yeah, it looks like there was one there holding a little copper strip down. There was one on this plate, and there was a piece of it right here too. Okay, well that works. So this will sit right back on here like so. First thing we got to do is we got to put some thermal paste up in there. So let's get our handy dandy thermal paste out. Okay. All right, we're gonna just do an X pattern here. That way, and this way. That should be more than enough. Okay. And there we go. Just to be sure, we're going to flatten it out a little bit. Thin it out here. Make sure it actually fits across the entire CPU, GPU die without any effort. Yeah, I would almost say that side could use a little more. Put a little extra spits right here. Oh man, that's a little. Okay. I don't think it matters they got a little bit that way, but I just don't really want it on there. There. I just cleaned it up a little bit because I didn't actually mean to get that little bit on there. I don't think it'll cause a problem. I didn't like it. So there. Should be plenty of thermal paste there. That I probably put a little more on, just simply because it doesn't feel like it's got enough across the whole. We're gonna get it spread out here and find out actually for real. Okay, well, it looks like it's gonna have to do the trick. Just realized I got so much on the side. All right, well. Okay, there's plenty. There's plenty on there. It'll flatten out on its own now. Okay, now back to what we were doing, putting it back together. The easiest way to do this is turn this direction and lay it in the correct way. Because this is the way the sink goes. Actually, this is the way the sink goes. Attention to where you're putting everything. Right? Because there's a little piece of the rip thing there. Why does this seem wrong for some reason? Because that's at the top of the board there. That is right. All right. All right, we haven't put any real pressure down yet. We're just getting the screws lined up. We can evenly pressure the whole thing. Big fan of the whole cross pressure idea. Zoom out. Okay, and this is the last one here. All right, because these all go up on the top. So yeah, okay. All right, time to cross tighten. This one goes here. 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 Mush. 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 Okay. All right. All right, there we go. Everything's tight. This goes back in here. Get this card screwed back down in its correct spot. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere here. Sorry if you guys had questions. I haven't been looking yet, so I do apologize for that. Take a peek, see if I missed anything yet. Nope. All right, let's do it. All right, and yes, so now we're back on to got the fans back on. We're back in. I'll go back in, go backwards with the same direction we were doing to put it together, but we didn't take it apart. Now we're going to this is on. Okay, so now we're going to put the system board back in the laptop. Everything's tight, everything's connected. Let's get the board back in the computer. Laptop back up here. There we have it. All right, now let's seat this back down. How it came out, because yeah, it's just the way it's gonna go. What's gonna happen here? Put it back in. We took it out. I think I took it out this way. I know I had a problem with this connector being too tight. This one, no, but the other one, this one here, not want to give me any room for error. Okay. That's it, right? Okay. All right. Remember, there was an extra screw that I had to take off here on this one. That I said, well, that was extra. You know, it shouldn't have been there. That one right there, like an extra one or something. All right, so board is seated. Let's go back up the directions here. One, two. There's one, two, three over in the corner here. One, two. This one comes. One, you over here. Who? Goes up in here. Weird. This goes up over. All right. All right. Now I'm not quite sure. Going around the board here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. What's this? What's this colored one here? I don't know where this one came from. Oh, these are the ones for the back of the computer. Duh, 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 duh. For the battery, these must be all the ones for. One up here, two here, one down here. These two are important. This one, going that way. This one, going this way. You got that one. You got that one. We also have this one. But that was about the real big difference here on this whole setup was that extra one, and then there was one here, the Wi-Fi card. I don't know if that was this one here. Maybe that's the one I'm looking for. Kind of seems like it fits. So yeah, it's like that was the one for the Wi-Fi that I was about to not know where I go with it. Okay, there we go. It's plugged in. What's plugged in? That's gonna be plugged in. This is gonna be plugged in, and then weird. This one doesn't have keyboard membrane. It's kind of strange. Yeah, because the keyboard gets plugged in differently. Because you don't have a keyboard backlight there either. You just have like weird high end shit going on with this board. Come on, just plug in there and shut the hell up. There we go. Why does it feel like it's bowing weird? Does it feel like it's weird? No, I guess not. This is the thing that really broke the computer for us. The fans. The stupid fans. Hey. Alright, got our flexes all plugged in here. We kind of got everything where we need it now, except for you. You're the power cable gets plugged back in here. I thought initially it was the freaking, what's it called? The only thing I got plugged in is you, which is the backlight of the screen. You. So when you get it plugged in right, oh, sorry, you didn't see that. When you get it plugged in right, there's like a clicker that just lays in. So now you fold it over and shut it, and then this gets plugged in here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the camera. I was just kind of worried about plugging stuff in the right place. All right. All right. That's plugged in. All right. And I'm pretty sure it kind of just chills there like so. And then the last thing is put this back on. The top plate. So here's the top plate, the back I/O shield that covers everything. This goes on like so. And all we do is we just slot this in like you see. Oh, what didn't I like there? That noise it made. It did not sound good. Cool. And then we've got a couple screws that go right here and here. Those are those thicker black ones that I didn't quite know what to do with them. Like, well, what do these do? Anyway, you guys already get the idea here with this one, so I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap these screws in here. Instead of worried about putting it on video, it's kind of a pretty obvious deal. I pointed out where they go. I don't want to strip them either. As I'm putting it in, there we go. So there it is, tightened up. Those are the screws. Then we got two more screws that go here, here, and one goes here on this side. So there, and there's an Alienware laptop reassembled. Now he's gonna put our RAM back in. Oh, one stick, two stick, red stick, blue stick, huh? And there's our backlight cable that we didn't have a spot for recently. Plugged you before we pulled. We thought this was something else, but we find out the hard way what you really are. Okay, there we go. Cable plugged in, laid back down. A beautiful dim cover. That goes up underneath like so. What's funny is it doesn't want to go back in. Like, this thing's supposed to keep the heat from coming out somewhere and going somewhere else by mistake. And it doesn't want to line up. It just wants to be like kind of half-assed. The spot where it's supposed to be pinched in. Pinch in it. There we go. Perfect. There's the dumb cover that goes over everything. It basically keeps circuits tight. I guess I don't know why it's there, but anyway. Last piece of the puzzle here. install our super fast HDD and our cover with heatsink, cool it down. Kind of super important to have that. All right, beautiful. You know what I'm kind of wondering? This thing even like really touch the hard drive? Because I don't think it does. It's covered, doesn't feel like it's attached by anything. Yeah, it's just kind of laying there. This thing is like not even sticky. Yeah, I'm taking this thing off. This thing sucks. Sucks something terrible. And I've got a better one. This is junk. Junk, junk, junk. Not worth the fucking shit it was made out of. And should have another one over here that's ready to go in this bag. Yeah, I guess I don't know where I put that other one that was ready to go. So now it's going to be a dig fest. Really a dig fest, but I have to look for it. Now it's going to be over here in this drawer. Okay, well, the greatest idea is just preemptively tear that one off without having the other one ready. I know I have other ones in here, so just like, where are they, right? Found in a fast manner. I believe so. Yep, they're down there. Oh. All right, let's take a peek. See if we can't find them. Usually shit's a little easier to find. We're looking right now. All last minute stuff, but nevertheless shouldn't be too difficult to locate. You keep them in a little bag, so to find. Yeah, it's fun. So dig through all my stuff to find the stupid thing. Well, you're gonna do it now. You already started. Okay. Okay. No, it's not it. What about this? Oh. Oh. Okay. So we're not in here. Nice. Now over there. Oh shit. Just dug through a whole cupboard looking for them. Okay, up there. Oh man, go back over here. They're up in this cupboard. No, they're over here. Just I don't remember. I got it. The frickin' window. I got it shut. Oh, that's funny. I got it right. Oh. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My neighbor has a fire pit that he likes to run at night, and his fire pit sets off my alarms. So that's fun. That's what you were hearing if you heard that. If you didn't, but that's what it is. My neighbor's dumb fire pit going off. And I found what I was looking for. This other piece that's in way better shape. Sticky, sticky, sticky boy. We're gonna stick on our cooler and put that between you and you. Oh, look at that. It's already sticking. Look at that. Already doing your thing. Already doing what you're supposed to do. Nice. Hope if I get this the right way the first try. There we go. All right. Great deal. Now we actually have one that sticks to the chip, cooling it properly. See? It's not like loose, it's nice and tight against the chip. Why it took me so long to freaking come up with that idea, but did. So there we go. There's that. All right. We're almost there, guys. Almost to the home stretch. We're going to put the battery back in. That's the next step. set this in here like so. The battery goes in. Same number of screws that came out. One here. One here. One here. One. Oh, I'm glad I found that. That was my sound. Funny enough, if I wouldn't have had that, I wouldn't have no sound. I'd be wondering, why don't I have sound? Oh, come on. Go on there straight, you stupid thing. There we go. Okay. Man. I swear to God, this has been a project for sure that I would not want to repeat anytime soon if I don't have to. There, fan spins. Fan spins. Okay, we're in good shape now. Ooh, Wi-Fi's plugged in. It's plugged in. Let's go here. Yeah, little screw in the front. Right here. Alright, battery's installed. I'm gonna power it up. Alright. Battery's in. All the screws are in. Everything's done. Except for a bottom plate. Now, moment of truth, other camera. Here we go. Let's see what happens now. Open her up. Oh. There. Can we see the whole screen? We can. Alright. Here we go. Ready, guys? Power button. Keyboard backlight came on. I don't see any lighting up of this keyboard, which is kind of dangerous in my eyes, but what's it gonna do? There's the Alienware screen. Usually this keyboard's lit up by now, so that makes me worry. And it just booted to Windows. It didn't even complain or cry. So there we go. Well, that's our other issue. Oh, okay. Well, there we have it. Thanks guys for watching. I'll be back later on. Do some more.
That's all, folks.